What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan Battle video. Guys, I want to try out this new Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. I think this guy is going to be awesome. Now, before I get into passives and all that crazy stuff, I really want to talk about why I'm using the Zeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And that's honestly, well, pay close attention here to the links here, okay? We got Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, Over to Flash, Limit Breaking Form, and Shattering the Limit. If we go over here to the Angel Goku, we've got Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Over to Flash, Limit Breaking Form, Kamehameha, and Fierce Battle. Shattering the Limit and Fierce Battle are the only two that are kind of different, so to speak. But, essentially, everybody else on the team has Fierce Battle. So, what we can do is we can get the Strength Super Saiyan 3 Zeno Goku on one side of this new unit, and get one of the other units that has Fierce Battle on the other side, and we will have full link skills. Now, also for full disclosure, this guy's at 55% with no skill orbs in him, just because I wanted a nice neutral test. So he's just as vanilla as he can be. Also, yes, I know my Zeno Goku is not leveled up. He does not have any skill orbs. I really didn't ever see myself using this guy in this respect, so I just didn't really upgrade him. But what's really nice is he does stun, so he'll help out a lot. And actually, as it turns out, this guy stuns as well. He's got a high chance of stunning with his SA, which is really nice. Now, let's kind of dissect his passive skill here, because there's a lot going on. Now, there is a special thing he does his first attacker to turn, but because of the way we're going to use him today, we're not really going to be doing that. He's always going to be in the middle of the pack. Actually, we can test both out, really, but for the sake of getting the right test out, he's mostly going to be in the middle of the road. So, entrance animation, we're not going to see that because animations are turned off for my sanity. Chance of avoiding a critical hit plus 50% for 5 turns from the entry point. And reduces damage by 90% upon the character's entry. And with each turn passed, damage reduction down 15%, no more than 90%, when there's another Majin Buu category ally on the team. So we'll kind of regain the 90% after a while. When there's let's see, blah, 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 blah. Upon character's entry, key +2, attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 5% with each super attack performed up to 30%. Medium chance of performing a critical hit, very nice. Launched an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack where there's another Majin Buu category ally attacking in the same turn. Now, this I want to kind of address, because we do have other Majin Buu Saga category units, but it's just these guys right here. If they're not on the rotation, they're not. It's just this was the best team I could put together for what we were doing. I could swap them out, but I really kind of don't feel like it. I'm really happy with the way this is playing out. Like I've got them. You know what? The downside with them is that they're not going to get the 200% leader skill, whereas the Super Saiyan 4s will. So we're going to stick with that for the sake of the test. I think that's going to be okay. It's not obviously perfect, but it's the team I'm sticking with. The evil versus the one you know. All right. So back to the passive skill, because we're still not done. Where were we? Okay. And now we're getting to the point where my thumb is covering most of it. Additional defense plus 100% and guards all attacks is the first attacker of the turn. We're not going to have that. Instead, we're going to have launching an additional attack as the second or third attacker of the turn, because he's almost always going to be the second or third attacker of the turn. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Now, I'm not bringing any items because I feel that confident in this team. This team is really rock solid. Plus, we've got 2 stunners, not even sealers, stunners on the team. I think I said ceiling earlier. Stunners on the team. So it's just a rock solid team. Okay. So he'll reduce damage, so we're going to put him in the front. They're Majin Buu Saga, so we're going to keep them there. I think that's good right there. I think that's the way I want this to go down. Problem is, I don't see them. Oof. Okay. Where is our... So actually, he's on the next rotation, so we want to float this guy off. So I think this will be okay. Not perfect, not preferable, but okay. Because otherwise we'd have to wait too many turns. So now we've just got 3 turns until he's up rotation with the other Goku. So I think that's going to be better. They get a little bit of something there. Yeah, we'll do that. And that. Man, he's not going to get diddly squat here. That's okay. Let's see what happens here. It's not going to be a fair test with him. Just, oof. Getting hit with a slobber knocker right out of the gate. May have to restart this. We'll see how things go. With 2 stunners on the team, they can turn around real fast. So let's see what happens here. Now, once again, I didn't bring support items just because... Will we need them? Actually, it looks like we're going to get hit with a slobber knocker here. So, yeah. All right, let's restart this bad boy. Just took a couple of... Just got put in a bad situation. Let's try that again. Once again, I've learned nothing, so we're not bringing support items. And let's go. First, even in my test runs, I didn't take an L on this. So that's the first time I've taken an L at all in this attempt. So let's see what happens here. Literally, it's the same rotation. Are you serious right now? All right, you know what? I'm going to stick him in the front this time. And we'll do that. And we'll put the Buu Saga category unit here. You know what I'll do? I will go ahead and I'll just try to get the Super Saiyan 4 up here. It'll take a couple of turns, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Not a crisis situation. The downside is instead of being like 3 turns, it's not going to be 5, but we have the Buu Saga unit here. Why are we going to give that up, right? We want to see what this dude could do at his max. We will go a few extra rotations and see what he can do. Now, once again, I am running the Pure Saiyan's ESBR. My other option was to run the Kamehameha regular SBR. I think they're probably about on par with one another, give or take. I really haven't compared them too much, but I thought this would be a good way to like guarantee we get enough attacks to see what these guys can really do. Ooh, so we're going to take an SA here, and we laughed at it, so. Perfect. That's what we want to see. All right. That's what I should have done the first time anyway. I knew putting the other dude up front, we were going to be in a world of hurt, so. I did what I did for the sake of the content, less the smarter way to run this event. But the downside is running it this way. There's a likelihood we might not get enough turns into, at least not for a while, to get the other Super Saiyan 3 unit here. So let's see what happens. This is another situation where, like, turn 1, we're just going to just wipe out this first rotation. Look at him go. This is crazy. This is a really silly, crazy good team. And I want to emphasize, we haven't even gotten the best rotation yet. So that is coming up. Let's see what happens here. All right, so he has on the last rotation. Let's see. That actually is probably about the way I want it. Um, yeah, I think that'll work. Goku is a UR, not an LR. So overfeeding him doesn't do us much good, but we do need to drop down some orbs. Downside is Zeno Goku is now in a bit of a pickle. Should have done this a different way. That's okay. It's not necessarily about this rotation. It's about the rotation that's coming up. So, ooh, this isn't going to feel good. That could be a lot worse. All right. So we'll kind of let this run its course. Now that they've done an SA, they'll be able to tank like everything. So we're good in that regard. Let's see what he does. You got it, Chief? So 2.3 mil. And kind of comparing some of this other damage will give us an idea how this new unit stacks up in comparison with these other units. So let's go do this. He should still have his damage reductions, so we should be okay there. You know what? I'm going to do that to kind of take the heat off of the Super Saiyan 4 unit. Let's go ahead and do that. And that. Let's see how this plays out. Now, the good news is, next time we get this rotation, we will have the Zeno Super Saiyan 4 here, and we could really try this out. But for now, let's see what happens. 2.4 mil. Okay, so he's got a 4.7 mil attack stat. Did basically nothing, but then again, kind of expected that. But he did get the stun, and the stun was the important part. So, realistically, when you get dupes at this guy, you do want to do double attack in this guy, because that stunning is going to really come in handy. With a high chance to stun, it's not guaranteed, but you get 2 or 3 attacks off. You could pretty much bank on it. Right now, we're getting 2 attacks off just because we've got the Majin Buu Saga unit attacking with him. So really, on the next the rotation that we are wind up with, we should expect 3 attacks, which will be awesome, by the way. Okay, so I do probably still want them in the front. How do we want to handle this? Actually, I think that is going to be the right way to do this. Gotenks is stunned, so yeah. I dare say that is going to be our rotation. Let's drop that down and see what happens here. Okay, so we're taking some damage, but that's okay. I kind of feel like we're going to go into the third rotation. Now, we're going to the third rotation with only half health, which does stink. But we are also going to this rotation with 2 stunners and, like, our best rotation. So this is going to be the fun one. It also is going to be a bit of a test, but let's see how this plays out here. It could have been timed with this music any better. Oh, my goodness. That's perfect. Let's do this. Last part of the battle with the best rotation. This is actually turning out really, really well. So we got 2 attackers. Ooh. Oh man, we've got we could do that and get the revival. Let's do it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the revival, that's the they become shields, and they can do the Spirit Bomb. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. They're not really here for damage anyway. All right, so we got a lot of the strength unit attacking. That'll give us a good amount of healing on top of it. Let's do that. Man, I really, 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 really wish I had a better rotation. That's okay. Let's see if we get the seal here. Vegeta doesn't do any damage. Yeah, let's do it this way. See what happens when we do that. I know that key could be used better elsewhere, but I think this is going to work out in our benefit. Let's see what happens here. All right, so pay close attention to your attack stats. So 4.6 out of the Super Saiyan 3 Zeno. So that's going to be our baseline. $7.6 mil attack stat on attack number 1. 8.3 mil. It's getting better, guys. 8.3 mil attack stat. And he should get a third attack. 8.9. Oh my god, this dude is insane. Just bonkers. And he stuns on top of it. Like, how do you get better than that? Like, you don't, really. Okay, the bad news is the strength unit is not stunned. But we've seen what we need to see. Like, if we get set blasting off again, it is what it is. Let's see. Yep, I kind of feel like this is going to end poorly, but at this point, it is what it is. Yeah, rocking a hard place on that one. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Perfect, and that's that. So, guys, I guess the only thing I can really say is, holy crap. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku is insane. Now, I haven't pulled Buu yet. I need to go back in for Buu. But if you're going to ask me, should you save for the anniversary or should you hit this unit? This is a TUR that has dropped after, admittedly, the LRs, but all the units that dropped for JP. Like, remember, this unit is both global and JP currently. So, you know it's going to keep up. It's so unbelievably worth pulling this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If you haven't done it, if you're saving for the anniversary, whatever you're doing, at least try. Do something. Yes, save for the anniversary too, but don't skip this banner just because you're in anniversary savings mode, is I guess what I'm saying. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more coming up here really soon.